On live now. Yeah, here we go. This is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide
Yep,
scene.
yep.
We up in D2E headquarters here. We know D2E studios. We
Yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah,
news
yeah.
going in. We got some special guests today. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourselves, man.
Yeah, this is your boy Stone and P. You done now. D2A family. Yeah.
Can't hear you, man. You gotta bring up your
Yo,
voice.
yo,
See, that's what I mean. Yeah,
your
it's your
thing is
boy
not
Stone.
go on.
Yeah, it was off.
It's just the mic.
Yeah, it's your
It's our
mic.
position.
Yeah, it's your boy Stone. Yeah, let's restart that. You can't do that, man.
Well, you want the mic?
Yeah, give
Here,
me the mic.
give me that.
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm used to this shit. Can you hear me?
It's better with the mic, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It depends on your feeling.
Once
Yo,
again,
chill, chill.
shit. We're on the high fritz here.
The
It's your boy
technical
Stone and P.
difficulties. Yeah, man.
No
So,
star
yo,
can play. You dig?
yep. You got who else in here in the house right now?
Introduce yourself, brother.
Yo, mic check. Mic on? Is mama?
Yeah,
I grab that mic. Yeah.
I'll give you the next mic.
You see me? Am I on? Where is
yeah,
born?
yeah.
Well, you see me? Is Mark T, the Bazaar, Toronto Mega City. You see me? We're locking it. Yo, I told you. Yo.
Yeah,
You see me,
yeah,
road
man.
boy?
You see, usually,
Check, check.
sometimes we just chop it up about what's going on, like it's the news and like, what's going on around, because we do music too, promoting the music and media. So, like, one of the latest news right now, right, I would say is the TIFF and the Rolling Loud that just passed through. So that made Toronto, live. And next month we got like OVO Fest. And
Yeah.
now you're seeing all these people
True.
doing all these different festivals. You got Beanie Man, I think, coming here with Alkaline soon. You got all
Yeah.
these stuff going on. So for the city, it's a good look for the city because everything been locked up.
Yo, it's been money's generating, you know what I mean? The economy's opening up back, Like
Yeah,
not just like for the music scene. Like yo, like the other day I did an event for sick kids for Sunnybrook, you know what I mean? Race for kids. You know
mm,
what I mean? So like I'm kinda glad to see like, even events like that happening for the kids and you know what I mean? Cause yo, if you're a kid and you're locked up in a household, yo, you're gonna go bananas. You're gonna drive your parents all crazy. You know what I mean? So at least
mm.
Real
you get to
talk,
do
real
that
talk.
shit.
So yo, how's it been for
Catch
you
a lot
now?
of
Like, uh, how's it been for you since like the COVID? Been like they say it's over. It's not over though, but it's open up.
You know
People are
what?
going out.
It's been nice. Like the first, 2 years, just getting frustrated.
No, I'm asking the brethren right there. How's it been for
Yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, basically, I guess we all kind of had the same experience. What he was saying was the same thing I was gonna say. For the past 2 years, it was just kind of like a lockdown and a rebuild. You see me? Cause yeah, it was just kind of like right now. Everything is just kind of coming back right now. But you know what I'm saying? When that thing started, man, I felt like I was in prison there for a little bit. But I took that moment though to think more about, you know what I'm saying, my art, what I'm creating, how I'm creating, set up my, think a little bit more about how I'm gonna promote my stuff, market. Like it gave me, it was kind of like a catch 22, man, one the pan road that do things and all these things, you see me, party and, you see me, link up with the mans, them and them
Mhm.
on the blocks and, you see me, but
Yeah,
at the same time, it really like, it it was in a good in a way a bad situation turned into a good thing because I got to kind of refine my strategy of what I'm going to
yeah,
do with my music and all that
Yeah,
stuff. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I could think about it more. I had some time on my hands. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling up in my room. You know what I'm saying? Watching
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube, all this stuff, right? I'm like, no, for real though. So yeah, so that's what I kind of did with my time. You know what I mean? And right
that's
now,
good.
I got a little EP and. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting a little formula together right now to
Yeah,
kind
and
of step out since the
I
city is
took in some
opening up, you
couple.
know?
I took in some couple tracks when I first got here.
Yeah, man. Real
Reference
bong,
some
man.
real,
Real
Mhm.
pure
yeah, some
fire.
real. You know what I mean?
No
Up
respect.
vibe, up vibe tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's my thing, you
And
know what I'm
like,
saying?
and you're a producer too. You know what I mean? I heard some of the beats that you make too. You know, and
Yeah,
yo, they're
yeah.
fire too. Like your hands are in everything in the music scene. You know what I
You
mean?
know
Not
what?
just
I think a big part of that was because you see, my dad is a bass guitar player in a reggae band still, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
So when I was a youth growing up in Jamaica still, you know, it was just coming kind of like after school, I had to go link with my dad at the mechanic shop. And then
yeah.
after the mechanic shop, we go to the rehearsal spot. And you know what I'm saying? I be
Mm.
falling asleep and they're beating drums, playing guitar and rehearsing them with them I go play up on the big stage show for the artists, them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just a
Yeah,
kid, like, so I grew up in such an environment. So
just
that's probably kind of why too, you know?
just like here. You know what I mean? Like this is the first house I did a freestyle in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like when I was young, right? His dad and his brethrens, them, you know what I mean? They're beating the drums, you know what I mean? And like, yo, you couldn't even walk through here because so much smoke.
For real
You know what I
though.
Because of
mean?
this
But
earthquake
it was the
sound.
energy. It was the energy that he brought, you know what I mean? That opened up, you know, even to me as like, you know, I'm an artist, I love music, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
like it just had that upbringing energy. Like, yo,
Word.
stick to the music. You know what I mean? Stick to music. Stick to whatever your mind's good at. Whatever you're good at, just stick with it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like when we have a circle, like you know with rock, you know what I mean, and we have a few others, you know what I mean, that are tight with, you know what I mean. It makes a real powerful team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Teamwork is a dream, you know what I'm saying? It's for real, for real. Because that's how they say, that's how the mastermind happened, you know what
Mm.
I'm saying? But anyways, without going too deep,
Yeah,
yeah, for real though, you need a team because by yourself, there's so much to do that just your hands is gonna be like for real. Sometimes I'm doing the artist, I'm the manager, I'm working on the graphic design, I'm trying to do the promotion, I'm the beats. I'm trying to. It's way
it's
too much
it's
for one man. Like realistically, even if you got the skill, you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
yo,
So
sometimes like for me, how I built my brand, right? Homeboys Clothing, right?
yeah,
I did everything. Like
word.
my head was spinning backwards, like
Fuck, I
left, right, and
feel you,
center every
fam.
day.
Yeah,
I was on the computer for like at least 15 hours a day, fucking figuring out shit, designing shit. Like my head was, I was at one point I was like, yo, fuck, how am I doing this right now?
yeah.
And I'm not worrying
Because
about.
you have a dream.
Mm, well,
Martin Luther, you literally did have a dream. So it was just that was motivating you. You know what I'm saying? But but that's how it all starts though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, of
I
course.
got a game on my phone, and in this game when you download it, it's something about, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurship, business, you know what I'm saying? When
Ah,
you you start your first business, and you got to be clicking away at the thing, trying to set up and sell,
yeah,
sell
So it's like
until they can buy a manager.
it's
Now
like
the manager do that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, so it's like how
then-
to run your business, like the steps to run your business in a type of way.
yeah, it
You see
starts
how
from you doing it all till you can hire people to
you
do it
see how
for you.
technology is.
Yeah.
You see how
Mhm.
softwares and shit are, right? You don't need a teacher now these days. You know what I mean? Sitting in a classroom, right? So they could try to teach you. It can all be on one fucking disc or one video that you watch on a screen, or you play through the whole tutorial like
But
a
not
game.
everybody got that type of a motivation. See, when you got a dream, you're just seeking
Yeah.
answers. But you see, some people ain't got that yet. So
Mm.
it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like you already got that. YouTube and Google's already that. You can get any information you want. There's even universities giving away classes for free. I don't know
Oh
if
shit.
I mean, if you research, you'll
Mm.
find some stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah, of
saying?
course.
Online, you can find some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But people are not motivated for that. Like, but if you say, "Yo, I want to do computer science or something," and then you go on Google and you type in computer science or YouTube, then you're gonna find stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not searching for it, you ain't gonna find it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So some like some mans need people to show them, bro.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because enough times I hear things and it's the right things, and I ain't even like peeping it. And in my soul, I know it's the right things, but I'm not doing it until somebody like show me why it's the right thing and point it out to me, and I'm like, yeah, for real though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I get it. And now I start working it into my flow. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you need somebody to point shit out to you. So just the information being there ain't even enough
So
more
how do
time.
you feel like, you know, Rolling Loud, just passed, right? How do you feel like the outcome? What's it gonna bring back to the city? You know what I mean? After this, right? How do you feel? How do you feel about like, is it rolling out the best thing right now for Toronto that opened up?
I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't been following most of the recent activities though, but what I'm gonna say though is Toronto the scene needs to grow more, obviously.
agree.
Yeah.
And so any I think it should be all welcome. All those activities are welcome and they're all contributing because like we're on the map of hip hop right now. People recognize like I've been in different places, in America, in enough place still, and people never used to peep game, you know what I'm saying? They never used to even respect the thing. And then now Drake and you got enough mans from the city weekend and they're like, oh, Toronto, like they know what time it is. So right now we gotta start up in the standards as far as the music game and having resources and outlets for the artists here. There's a lot of artists here, but I don't think I think there's probably limited resources here.
Do you think mostly because obviously like you've been listening to Toronto artists and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You think they're only more thinking about one genre of music, like violent music, not commercialized music? You know what I mean?
Well, you see, cause it makes sense what they're doing. Toronto follow the trendiest trend of hip hop. That's always what Toronto does. And before it was New York that was the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? So Toronto followed the trend of New York. If you say you're from New York, you're the man. You know what I'm saying? Now Atlanta and the South is the trendsetters, and now they're following that trend. So see what Young Thug and them about, and what you know what I'm saying? NBA Young Boy in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's the trendiest trend of hip hop, and that's what Toronto does. So that's why Toronto don't have like a mind of its own in hip hop yet. You know what I'm saying? We follow whatever the trendiest trend in hip hop is. So that's why it's like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like we are becoming big enough to create our own self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like work in progress. The more confident we get about ourselves, the more we'll create our own identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sean, what do you think over there?
Oh, you got a damn point, man. That's exactly what like people like us who are intelligent to know about the game will say. All of us will say the same thing what he just mentioned. It's just you gotta keep reminding people.
No, that's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
Consistency is a key as well. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Good consistency.
you're a herb man, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite strands out there? What do you like mostly majority like smoking?
You know what? I blaze more indica right now. It's more about, you know what I'm saying, the THC level. You know what I mean? There's so many different types and name brand designers. I try a lot. I can't remember all the names, but I
Yo,
just
strands are becoming fashion, like fashion now, eh?
Yeah, man.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I'll be up about 23, 25. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
THC just bubble easy on the indica. That's kind of like some people would put to sleep, but I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a cigarette to me when it's 23, 25%. Mine's is like 30 and above. I like
Yeah,
that's all I have to smoke.
but yeah, you know what? Because I'm an actor too, and I gotta like keep my
Gotta
focus.
focus.
So
Yeah,
I try to
yeah.
not sleep. I can't be sleepy eyed, nothing like that.
Fall asleep on set
Yeah,
and shit.
so I stay in a medium range still. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and other than that, the Jamaican cess is that's
That's
just
how
kind of
the
grassroots. That's foundation still. You know? Yeah.
what so what kind of artists that you would like to do, like that are out there that are known from Toronto? Like, who would you see you doing a feature with? That you want to do a feature, I should say.
Okay, who I want to do a future with? You know what? It's it's kind of like to do a feature. It's about chemistry too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like you know what I'm saying. I recognize enough man's talent, but you know what I'm saying. When it boils down to it, unless it's like Like you know what I'm saying? I know a few artists in the place that eventually we're gonna do features with, but
Mm.
I don't really feel like calling names at the moment still. But I'm just gonna say it's more about chemistry still with me. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Say
saying?
less.
So sometimes I peep the talents. Enough man's is like bing bang bing, you know what I'm saying? On point. You guys played some guys
Yeah.
tonight too that was just like very blessed, you know what I'm saying? So I would do a feature even with some of these mans you guys were playing, but at the end of the day, when we buck and when we click and see if the vibes ain't right, the feature ain't happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's
but
true.
I
That's
feel you.
true.
But yeah, I recognize a lot of talent. I'm open to do features with people who are really serious about doing music, not just the business of it. Because like when it boils down to it, sometimes the money don't come in right away, but you still gotta
Yeah.
be about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to stick with
So
it.
yeah, that's one of the things too I look for is people like when I work with people like homeboy Rock right here. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, I'm like, yo, I gotta link Rock, like straight up because I know these men are always on it, doing something, some podcast, some beat production, some
Yeah,
video filming, some like shit like this shit stand out. You know what I'm saying? These are people
yeah.
solid, they bought it for real. You don't mind working with people like that. So even if man's is talented, their work ethics is another part of the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I want to do a feature with somebody too. So there's a lot to evaluate sometimes. And is it business worthy or is it just
Of
art?
course.
You know, what I mean?
It's
Enough look
like
at things, enough look at things.
like D2E are like we're not just a podcast with us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a network for artists, you know what I mean? To develop them.
Promotion.
You know
Because
what I
there's a
mean?
lack of promotion too.
Right?
Like I
And
always
like
say,
there is a lack of promotion in Toronto,
lack of
like you said,
promotion.
right? But what we do, we want to develop artists, you know what I mean, and
Yeah,
help them by any means necessary, right?
yeah.
Promotion, merch, you know what I mean?
Networking.
Networking.
Networking, you know what I
People we
mean?
know, we could link them sometimes, you
Yeah.
know, that's how it's supposed to be. Vice
Yeah,
versa.
of course. The city needs that. So you know what I'm saying? Like
And
it's
it's
gotta
not like we just
it's
have we just have
it's
people
bubbling. It only
in
makes
Toronto.
sense anyways.
We have international people that we
Yeah.
work with, and you know what I mean?
Right now, I'm wearing one right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's
Roadrunner clothing.
Roadrunner
One of our
Clothing is one of
sponsors.
one
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
sponsors.
Straight up.
Yo, I promote all of that. I promote us hip hop getting busy and setting up shop in the dot because the city about to pop. You know what I'm saying? It's been popping, and we just got to push it over the top right now because they got to see more than just Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
And
of course.
so, and that's what's gonna make it really like make them go, oh, for real. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be a one hit wonder, right? So motherfucker be like, okay, that's all they got though. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, Tory's nice too. All right, two guys. Okay, cool. That's all they got though. Right? Like they gotta see like a slew of
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
They
Like
gotta see like more. It's
yeah, a
happening
Yeah,
now.
you
slew
got
of
It's
motherfuckers.
happening
yeah.
now.
Swarm, Killer
We
B, Wu
we, they,
Tang. You
we
know what I
have the
mean?
artists. We have
Honestly,
the
too,
artists
I
now.
think Toronto needs to come up with more groups, right?
Yeah. More groups. There's not
More
enough. There's
groups
no
Yo,
groups.
and
There's
more
no groups.
versatile groups, not just like you know hip hop, just hip hop artists. You can
It's
have
just
an
the
R&B
politics now.
artist.
That's what it is.
You
People
know what I
don't
mean?
want to work with each other too much, like all together, like
Yeah.
anymore. Back in the day,
There's
you
no
don't see
more
no
artist
groups.
summits out there, really. You don't see a bag of artists really coming together and fucking sitting down and they're all vibing and trying to
that's
work
not
with
the,
each
the
other.
culture don't allow it. That's why, because it used to be like that. I remember when it was like that. And it stopped being like that because the gangster influence removed the socialism.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
It's right.
So like mans was always gangsters.
yeah.
Like the gangster never was not there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just became ununified totally. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like being friendly among each other in hip hop don't mean you're not gangster. We was always gangster and we was friendly too in hip
Yeah.
Yeah.
hop as the culture, being a part of the culture, recognizing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like it's a family. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like it's just shit that's just got to get brought back. I think it just got corporatized. And so it was just more business
Yeah.
interest, not about
You got it.
the social atmosphere fabric of the thing. It was just more about what we can squeeze out of this financial
Yeah,
wise.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But fuck the social structure.
It's like, yo,
You know
okay,
what I
yeah, I
mean?
want this guy on my
So
verse. I want this guy on my track, but I have to pay him 50 bands. Why?
and you know what? As the root of the shit, you just gotta bring back the nutrients to the tree. You know what I mean? So we just gotta start showing these things. You know what I'm saying? Showing people that these are some of the shits that need to be. Like we ain't gotta say nothing. We just gotta just be it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker just gotta start being hip hop back again. and bring it back into the game.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
Like everybody's falling for what's being promoted
Yep.
and stop being what it is supposed to be.
Mhm.
And that's really what it is.
I think it's a lack of education too, because now the
Oh, of course.
younger generation now, they just see it one. A lot of them just see it one way. Not all of
And
them. But
And
a lot
shit's
of them
changing
see it.
so fast too. You can't even like keep up. But yeah, it's just kind of like for the people who remembered, we just gotta just bring it, just start bringing that in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
if you think about it, a lot of these rappers are creating fucking their own words. You know what I mean? They're just creating their own word or adding onto a word.
Well,
You know what I mean? That's not in the English dictionary. You
but,
know
but
what I
it's the
mean?
future, so it's shit's gonna involve.
But sometimes it
new
sounds
slangs is
stupid.
gonna happen.
It sounds stupid though.
like right now, hip hop is the musicality of hip hop is changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different things. They're expecting different things now, but the elements is still the same. You have a beat, you have a rapper, you have a dancer, you have a graphic artist who draws
Yeah.
on walls or somewhere. You have somebody who love
Yeah.
blending the tracks together smooth and beautifully. People go crazy when he does it. You have a guy who, you know what I mean? There's the people that makes it what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so that's all there. The beats are gonna change. They always do. The rappers are gonna change. They
And
always
a lot of it,
do. You know what I mean?
a
The
lot of it,
slangs change
a
like
lot
wow.
of it, auto-tune just fucked the world. Auto-tune came in. That was just a whole.
It's technology. Technology. But
Auto-tune came in. Like, what are you?
it's technology.
Right, you know what I mean?
but
They'll make it. He'll be rapping, but it will sound like he's singing. You know what I mean? Because of the auto-tune.
Yo, it's just a culture now. It's changed into a certain type of culture now, genre
Yeah.
within hip hop.
But guess what now? Guess what now?
We
I'm
do
gonna go
that.
into the matrix. I'm gonna go into the matrix on y'all right now.
Okay.
Just a
Okay.
little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit.
Yo.
I'm gonna go in the matrix, right?
Yeah.
Now, what the whole thing is man versus what?
Machine.
Right? Auto-tune is what?
Yeah, machine.
So what man has to do now is beat the machine. And
Yeah.
we're complaining that the machines exist. Fuck
Mhm.
that they exist. Competition is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
When you have a gal, man is gonna try to get your gal away from you. It's just this is
Or
gonna you know what I'm saying?
or a machine.
so,
or machine.
so men just need to now up their game because we can evolve just by a thought. We can go to next levels just by a thought. You just need to up our game and start just doing iller shit.
Yo, G,
You know what I mean?
yo, bring it back to the with the whole girl situation. Yo, some girl don't even fuck man no more. They just use the fucking machine.
Yeah, you are right. But
You know what I mean?
I
Real
was just-
shit though.
I was just using a hypothetical, but yeah, you are right.
But
Good
yo,
boy.
that fucks it.
It's all about so
whoever created that. Yo, yeah, they're brilliant. But come on, you just fucked up the manhood for real for fucking girls. Sometimes.
nah, but you know what?
Some of the dimest girls out there probably don't even fuck man, bro. They just play with themselves with the machine.
They got all type of machines and gal too, and you know what I mean, enough things.
But you know, if your fuck game is right, your fuck game is right.
But you gotta remember though, bro. Like when you a boss, bro. Not necessarily when you a boss, but you know when you man up and you got your shit together, yo, you can fuck less anything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, bro. Them gal just boom bang, yo. He the man, yo. They running up, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just you just gotta put yourself on another level though, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And none of that shit matters, you know what I'm saying? Fuck what the gal fucking. She's gonna make sure that pussy tight when I come through. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got the cake and you want it.
All right. In other news, Sean, you have any other news? What's going on?
Well, yo, right now I was just taking in that album because a lot of people don't listen to albums, commercial album.
Yeah.
The Game album. I know it's controversial because his beef with Eminem, but I really listened to it. It sounds good, but I think he put too much music on it. It's like he
Too much
put
music.
too much music.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
have
he
to take that one in.
rushing.
Still. Out of 10, what do you give it?
You know what? It's hard to judge it because the music nowadays compared, like if you're saying hip hop, you would give him a 10 compared to what's out now. I'm just gonna say compared to what's out now.
Okay.
But if he's going against other guys like his like, you know, from his his school and they came out, it would be under theirs. Like,
So
you get what I mean? It wouldn't be like a 10, it would be a 6.
how many
Yeah.
how many diss tracks does he have it on with Eminem?
I think I didn't hear. I heard probably like half of it. He probably has 3, maybe 2 songs or something like that. Like
They
only
didn't
like
really
2
dig in. They didn't really dig in because if they really dug in, Eminem would have really went nuts, and
Yeah.
Game would
No,
have had to
Eminem's
get
gonna-
some better production going. And they did. It was light work. It was basically first base, and it didn't have much steam.
Yeah.
You know, like I think Game was trying to push it a little bit because he was hitting on M hard, and
Yeah.
M was like, well, he did call me
Yeah.
out. He did call me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like for an album, for like, you know, people don't come out with albums nowadays. It sounds pretty like
Yo, but I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it
because
what the hell was Game doing before?
it was a really
Yo,
good-
you know,
No, because
I broke down the facts about that.
Do that because there's nothing else for him right now.
yo, I compared it. Yo, bro. Eminem has more nominees, more awards, I should say, than Game in his nominations.
But he
of
knows
fucking
that though. He
awards.
knows that.
You know what I mean?
He
And
knows
he's
that.
never won an award.
Eminem is highly decorated.
Yeah, but
As
he's
everybody
can't
knows.
listen. The campaign though, right?
When
That's
you're
why
at
it's
the
good.
top, when you remember the plant the flag when
Yeah.
when you're at the top, everybody trying to. Yeah, I mean, so it is what it is. So Eminem gotta expect it. You know what I mean?
Time right now, Game right now, what's left in it?
Yo, he can go back. Yo, he can go back to the strip club though.
Just being real, right?
He can go back to the strip club though, where 50 found him.
Lee, I don't know.
Down to that point now,
He-
right? You have to go
He has
back
a
to
legacy.
somebody.
He has a
You have to go back to
legacy.
somebody.
He has a legacy still. You know what I'm
Because he
saying?
made a
Yeah.
name- wait, let me finish. He made a name for himself, right?
Off of who? Off of whose strength?
We know that. We already know that. But I'm just trying.
But
to
why
say
you gonna battle the teacher that fucking taught you?
Hey,
Then you're game over then.
Yo, but I'm just saying though, not really on the diss thing, just on the album quality. Album quality?
strong out there.
Yeah.
For album quality right now, for a hip hop album, it's a hip hop album compared to
Okay.
that shit what people are saying is hip hop.
So everybody was more focusing on game.
The
Yeah,
beef.
the beef.
People are
thing.
focused on an Eminem beef, but other
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Eminem beef, the album he put together it good. Like he made sure he put together it good, but too much music. I think it was too much.
Who's
Too
he
much
signed
stuff.
with? Is he still signed with Interscope?
No, I think he's independent or something right now. But he put like 30 songs, yo. I swear it's like 30 songs.
I know that's like
Was that-
you know why
that project?
okay, you know why he did that? I'll tell you. No, I know why he did that. Because
Come on,
remember,
country.
Eminem came out with an album,
Yeah,
right? The two-sided album, right? And I had like 30 some odd tracks.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's why he.
Done
He
30
did that.
tracks. Oh,
Come on, man.
a lot of them are features though. A lot of features still. I'm just saying, like, even though the controversy for a hip hop album, it's like it's a hip hop album compared to a lot of the shit what they're saying is hip hop.
Okay. Would you bump it every day?
You know what though? He made it even a theme for California. It's like a California theme, like soundtrack. It's like remember he called it Drillmatic, right? So
Yeah,
he's trying to be like Nas. Nas, that means Nas is his inspiration. So he
Yeah.
had that like West Coast but East Coast influence type of sound. That's what I was hearing. You get what I mean? A lot of West Coast theme type of tribute type of music. Even even switched up some beats. What
Do you
sound
think
like?
you think he ruined the relationship of fucking being apart with Snoop?
What? What is that? What?
You think you think Game ruined his relationship, right, with Snoop, right?
Yeah.
Because he dissed Dr. J and Eminem, right?
Maybe
You know what I
not.
mean? Because like, look what Snoop's doing for LA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look
But
what Shinky
games,
went to LA with
games
the
for
whole
himself,
multiverse
man.
shit.
Games for himself. Games for himself. You know that. You don't care.
Me, you know what this just kind of reminds me of? The LL Cool J and the fucking cannabis shit. That's all it kind of reminds me of stuff. Real shit.
Yeah,
That was
but
a wild one.
that was a wild one. So
but games a little bit bigger than
Yeah, but
cannabis.
the bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is this.
whoa, what did you just say? Whoa.
Listen to me. What I'm
This
trying
guy
to
just said game.
listen to what I'm trying to say.
Bigger.
Bigger
Things.
What
than
I'm
cannabis.
trying to say is this.
Yeah.
Right? LL has legacy. What did you say earlier about Eminem? Legacy, right?
Legacy. Yeah.
I said game got legacy. You said what game got? I said
I'm
game got some legacy
Yeah.
out there. So if you really drop a hot tune, it'll do things and people will look at it because it's game.
Yeah,
He's
it's true.
trending. He's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, right now, that's what's gonna try to be remembered as, because has the rep. He has the reputation. Regardless, he has the rep for years.
Yeah, but M is like on the list like between top 5 and top 10 best rappers ever.
That's what
So
I'm
he
has the
is
reputation.
he is highly decorated. He's way heavier, and that's why the game is going at him.
So that's what exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is almost like the
It's
cannabis.
gangster
This
movement.
is almost like the cannabis. And this is almost like the cannabis and LL, right? You know, up to now, LL he's still known more than cannabis, right? You know, LL Cool J, and he's been around how long? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to cannabis, you know what I mean?
So yo,
Cannabis took on the heavyweight.
y'all heard about
And the heavyweight had no more power than him.
y'all heard about the PNB Rock, right?
PNB Rock.
He got killed or
Yeah. Game
What do you?
had his music. When I was listening to that album, he was talking about basically that type of situation in LA. What happened to PNB Rock, right? And he done rap about those type of things before, about like guys jacking people when they come to LA. If you get what I mean? They say they don't wear jewelry too much, big jewelry, when it's not a good thing to do if you're down there. He had enough jewelry around his neck.
If carjacking on the road is a big thing, what do you think they'll do to you when they see you with a big?
Yeah.
Huh?
And he went to a local restaurant.
They were doing that shit since the 80s, bro.
Come on,
Yeah, right on the red light. You better have your doors locked, star.
Look what happened.
You have the doors locked. You're slipping.
Look at the blood and crip.
You know what I mean?
Look at the blood and crip war in LA. How it all started. You know what I mean? Bunch of Crips stole the man's fucking jacket. You know what I mean? Beat him up. You know what I mean? And then that's how LA kind of separated. You know what I mean? From Bloods and Crips. Right? So.
I don't know the history.
Yeah, no. That was like one of the stories. How it divided. When the bunch of Crips there stole the beat up the man for the leather jacket and jewelry. You know what I mean? In LA, back in the 80s.
80s? Right? No man, that's way before that.
No, way before. Actually, no, 60s.
Yeah, man. Late 60s, 70s. Yeah.
Just before the whole Rodney King shit, and beating and shit. You know what I mean? Because remember, it was just all it was GDs and Vice Lords, really, in the beginning, and then Crips came up, right? And then when everybody started forming into like Crips, because there was more majority Crips, right, back then than now, right? So when
there's all types of fucking documentaries.
All the LA just divided.
Yeah,
man.
I see there's
It's too much history, bro.
Way too much.
All types of stories, man.
Bottom line, with them two, you don't know the Crips made the Bloods because they were too strong.
Yeah, of course.
At one point in time, and all those other gangs said, "Fuck this! We're gonna get together and we're gonna make the Bloods."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
But yo, even in the the documentary shit about Tuki, they show you like how it fucking grew. Like first it was just like one Crip blue section, and then when certain parts said yo fuck it, they started going being Bloods. Like it was like Bloods all around, just a whole Crip area. in Compton, especially.
You're taking over.
Now all the rappers is claiming sets right now.
Yeah, man.
Like you can't be a rapper unless you claim a set right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, even the chicks is like, even Cardi B claiming a set right now.
Mm.
It's what
Crazy.
it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's like politics,
Crazy.
man. You know what I mean?
But yo, what else is on the agenda, fellas? Down to earth.
Before we sign off.
Yo,
Yeah.
we got a couple things, couple events going for us, but you'll be
Well,
stay
all I gotta
tuned.
say is
Stay
we
tuned for
see-
that.
Right now, we're trying to stay in season 5. We're still alive, and look out for more guests soon. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Straight up, you know what I mean? Coming through the D2E, you know, EQ Sound Studios headquarters here. You know what I mean? United Nations here. You don't know. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
sure. Oh yeah.
And you,
Please subscribe.
and you know what? I can do a shameless plug. Got a show coming up.
Oh, please.
BTH, you know what I'm saying, live. You know what I'm saying? Meg T, the Bazaars, that's me up in his house. I'm gonna be rocking. There's gonna be a bunch more artists, but I can't
Yeah.
remember everybody's name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, how about the date and time? Do you got that? At least?
Yeah, I got it in here. Hold up 1 second.
Say that.
What
that,
it
man. Plug that
What
in.
it is? What it do? Okay, so that's October 14th.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm seeing 11:30 right here, so I don't know
Alright.
if that's when. But anyways, that means you don't have to rush out all early.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Come through at about 11:30. You see me? And then it's gonna be a great vibe. That's gonna be Drum, Taberna, 458 Queen Street West, Toronto. That's the T dot. So for my peoples in the dot, if you're outside of the dot, you can fly in the city. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I appreciate it highly. Yeah, where's
Yeah,
going?
you heard it first.
Much
here.
respect.
D2E.
Down to Earth
No, man.
podcast.
You
Yeah.
dig?
No, man. This is the Rastafari Rat Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide.
Harry,
No, people.
D2E.
It was a pleasure
What's
having
up?
our guest here, Mag T, the big
Yeah.
You don't know.
Zimmy.
Don't know.
Oh.
All right, then. Thank you, people.
Bless.
We ending it.
Ciao.